How many of you all who just played now can envision yourself being a jazz musician as a profession, as a way of life? Not everybody, no. Okay. All right, trumpet players. How many of you have heard Lee Morgan on record? Really? Okay. Trombone players. How many of you have heard J.J. Johnson? Or Kai Wendy? You've heard it. Okay. Tenor players. How many of you have heard Hank Mobley? Okay. Alto players. How many of you have heard Sonny Stitt? Not heard of him, but have heard him on records and really listened to him. Okay. The reason that I say this is because the reason I'm asking these questions, because if you're gonna really learn to play this music, you gotta listen to the right guys. And you gotta listen to the important people who have played this music. And that's a real important part of your growth process, your progress. You gotta get the recordings and listen to these people. That's how you learn. That's how you learn to play this music. And for all of you who took solos just now, thank you very much. But what you have to realize is that this is a language that you're playing. You have to learn the language, the syntax of the language, just like you do in English or any other language you learn. There's a syntax in it involved. You know, you have to learn how to put sentences and phrases together. Okay? And there's a whole concept to that. You know, I mean, I know that you're all young right now, but let me give you just an idea about how you have to think doing this. When you start a line out, when you start playing an idea, you not only have to be mindful of where you're starting from, but you have to know at the same time where you're going. Where's that line going to end? And then, so you have point A and point B. And then you have to decide what's going to happen in between all of that. So when you start a line, you know, it should be logical. You're going from here, F7, in the case of the blues just now, going from F7 to B flat 7. How are you going to get to B flat 7? You got to resolve that. And there's all of this in between there. And that's what makes up the language. So that takes a lot of study and analyzing on your part. Okay? The last thing I would say to you, once you figure out how to do that, start with one lick and make it your own. You know? Get one idea first and learn it through the keys, learn how to phrase it, and then all the right notes, make it your own. So when you play that lick, everybody says, wow, he played that like he meant it. Or she played that like she meant it. Okay? So if you keep thinking about those things, then you'll go far. For you youngsters who want to play jazz, I hope I see you on the bandstand in a few years.